Woohoo!
Hey, ladies.
I love that countdown.
I do love it. It's amazing.
It makes us feel like we're on countdown for sure.
It does. Amazing.
Okay, so we're actually live.
Yes, we are. You threw me off there. I was like, we're going live right now. But yes, here we are again with our wellness talks with the lovely Master Herbalist Danielle Gordon. And I'll be hosting for you today. Carley put me on the spot.
Go Danielle, go Danielle.
So we also have in my top left corner. Would you like to introduce yourself, lady?
Would that be
Hi.
me?
Is it me?
I don't know who's on the left.
I think I'm on the left.
Go on then, sis. You introduce yourself.
Go on, sis. Introduce yourself to the viewers.
Oh, thank you, Miss Danielle. So my name's Shai Sekhmet. I'm a master loctician and natural hair specialist. I also manufacture hair and skincare products, all natural plant-based, and I do workshops and little courses and all sorts of things online. I run a really lovely blog, which you guys need to jump on and have a read and share the blog post. And I'm also trying to build a YouTube channel.
Whoop.
So much
Fabulous.
to do.
There is so much to do. I would advise you all to go and check out Shai's content. It is fabulous.
Thank you.
And who else do we have here in the studio today? In our home studios?
Well, that would be me. So my name is Carley Blair, and I am your partner in health. I am a functional health specialist. I've been in the wellness industry for almost 2 decades.
Age.
Yeah, no, not yet. Sis. It's all right, not yet. I own a very well-established holistic healthcare company called the Healing Touch Academy. I launched Nature's Pharmacy and also Altered Health a couple of years ago. And that is working on nutrition, mindset, life purpose coaching, live events, used to be international retreats until freaking COVID came in, but
get back on it. We want those
back. And I also 2 years ago, just because I can and for the fun of it, launched a dance company called Sueño Events, because I've got a bit of a thing for some Latin motion.
So that's shaking the hips. Fabulous. And for those who don't know, I am your master herbalist, Danielle Gordon. So I am co-founder of the Alchemist Co. And we are located at the Healing Touch Academy, where Carley just mentioned. And we have a herbal apothecary for everything natural healing. So you can book in a consultation with me if you want to speak about any health issues at www.thealchemistco.com. Plug that in there. As you know, in our previous lives, we have spoken all things health. We've covered some endocrine disruptors. Last week, we were talking about all sorts of juicy stuff, wasn't we? But this week, are we being joined today, actually, with a lady, aren't we?
We certainly are. I'm going to fetch her in now. Before I do that, though, Danielle, hostess with the mostess, we have Sean Morris that's just said, "Good evening, sisters. I hope you are all well."
Hi, Sean. Sean is a fantastic supporter, and it would be lovely to get him on to speak at some point event. He's got some great knowledge. Great
Sean,
knowledge.
Are you up for joining us on the Wellness Works? Please, 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 please let us know, and we can schedule you in, because we're here now. We're doing these lives on a regular basis.
We are. It'd be great to have him.
Also, M says, "Hey, ladies. Hey, beautiful.
Hey.
Hey, we look forward to seeing you on Sunday. I think Em's joining us, isn't she?
She certainly is. Yep.
Perfect.
Sean says they took my YouTube channel down in December. They did not like my herbal remedies for COVID.
Yes. I know Sean has been sharing some amazing things. You should see his apothecary in his home, all self foraged.
Is it like Hogwarts?
It's like Hogwarts.
Oh my god!
All of
Sean,
those Kilner jars.
Bro,
amazing stuff.
Okay.
Share some of your secrets.
So without further ado, shall we enter the room?
Yeah.
Our lovely guest,
Charlene Curlew, who
Bring her
is
in.
the founder of Nature's Light. Woohoo!
Hello, Charlene. Welcome.
Oh, we can't hear you.
You may be on mute.
I was. Can you hear me?
There you are.
Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Hello.
Good evening.
Charlene, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So we've just done a quick introduction of ourselves, and we would like you to introduce yourself to our viewers so that everybody knows who you are.
Okay, so my name is Charlene Curlew, and based in Nottingham. I've been co-founder of Nature's Light. Been going since 2012. So what I do is natural. I was doing natural body cares. But it's kind of died down a little bit. But it was all about body products and skincare and using essential oils. But then when I joined the class in 2020, I learned more about essential oils, and the class that I went on actually blew my mind away, where I actually went on further when it comes to using essential oils. So what I do, I'm like an essential oil educator. So I run workshops online, and I'm just starting in April to have it in Nottingham, essential oil workshops about
That's amazing.
benefits of them and benefits of essential oils, why you would use essential oils, but also be careful of the ones that's on the market as well, because there's no regulating body when it comes to essential oils. So people can say what they want.
Yeah.
So we educate people on essential oils. And then, so I'm doing that workshop. I do online, but I'm going to do it in Nottingham at the YMCA. And then another one is that I'm an aroma touch instructor as well. So that will be starting in May to help people, demonstrate to people what it is all about.
Amazing.
I like that.
Yeah.
So for those of you that are lucky enough to have got tickets to the sold
I was
out
about
event
to say the same. You'll be able to speak to Shirley.
Yes, I'll be sharing.
That's absolutely fantastic. Essential oils are amazing, and I can't wait to actually hear from you to tell me a bit more about it, because I've had a bit of experience with essential oils. One with my son, who used them to bring down a temperature. Absolutely amazing on the soles of his feet.
Yes.
It was the only thing that worked. The hospital couldn't do it. Can I say that?
Yes, you can say that.
Yeah.
So that
we can say it. They can't shut us
they
down.
can't. Yeah.
Right now.
I used them in
Can't shut us down
hospital to
because
bring
we're
down my
live.
son's temperature when all of their drugs wouldn't work. Absolutely amazing. And I did use them more recently as well, giving birth. So I had a home birth, and I used essential oils for pain relief. So I used specifically lavender, bergamot, and peppermint. And inhaling those took 3 days to birth him, but they kept the pain away, and they kept me very balanced. I think it's got a lot to do with how they work with the mind as well. Is that right? And how they can alter your mood to make you better able to cope with things.
Yes, it's very true. Very, very true.
So I have to admit, ladies, right, I use pre-blended essential oils in my clinic, and I have particular favorites, but I'm not an aromatherapist. I'm not trained. So I'm really looking forward to taking some tips away from you, Charlene, as well, that I can then kind of add into my practice. Because like you just said, not all oils are created
Exactly.
equal,
That's it. That's
right?
the slogan we use.
Yeah. And there's a lot of my clients, for example, that we use. So I'm gut led. I'm kind of intuitively driven. And certain times I will work with frankincense if I feel that these people need grounding and an opening to a higher kind of channel. There are certain things that if somebody's coming in and they're very kind of inward and not very self-loved, then I will fetch out the oranges and the citruses, because that's very much and again, this is all kind of intuitively led. I know nothing.
Well, you did well. Yeah, you did well.
I do well.
That's amazing.
But I had somebody that actually had a cancer behind her eye. And again, I've read that frankincense on the tongue is very good for cancer patients. But like you've just said, not all oils can you put internally.
That was going to be one of the questions I was actually going to ask Shirlene. Are some of the essential oils actually edible, and can we consume them?
So although I do the workshop, so I'm a part of an academy called the Very Essence Academy, and it's a training school for the Complementary Medicine Association. So what we do, educate people. So we've partnered with a company that actually have essential oils that you can take internally, aromatically, and topically.
And that company is
Say it again, sorry. Oh, doTERRA.
doTERRA. Yeah. Again, I think they're known as like the oils of oils, aren't they?
Very high quality oils.
Yes. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sorry, we have 2 comments. Sorry, ladies. I'm going to be on
comment. Thank you, because I can't see them.
I'm going to be on comment, you see. So we have 1 second. Oh, Emsy's just kind of invited somebody else in. Sean says, we can put it down here like this, look. Sean says, yes, the Kilner jars are costing a bloody fortune. That is his home apothecary, isn't it? We also have Sharon Wallace on. Thank you, Sharon, for joining us. And she says, whoop, whoop, like that.
Sharon,
Sean says he would love to join us on one of our future talks. That's booked.
Yeah. I'll be getting straight at you, Sean, after this live.
Organising him for that. And what else have we got on here? Em says, so looking forward to Sunday. Sounds amazing. Miracles can happen if you believe.
They most certainly can.
Amen. The green tea. That's what we are. There you go, Shirley. Em says she'd love to do a workshop on essential oils.
Is she coming on? She's coming on Sunday.
Excellent. He's coming on Sunday. So again, those of you that are looking to have got a ticket,
we are sold out
because we're sold out. We obviously really pick everybody else's brains, but also learn about amazing things.
Yeah, that's right. So just for some of our viewers, I have a question actually, if there's nobody else questioning at the moment. Shirlene, what are some of the things that people can use essential oils for? Because I get a lot of people come into the clinic and I know a few things about them lifting the mood and stuff like that, but I'm not that well versed. I know that you can put them in carrier oils to apply them topically and things like that, but give us like 1 or 2 things that you could actually, ailments that they are actually quite good for.
Okay. Well, where do I start? Because there's so many testimonials.
I can imagine.
Essential oils, so many. Okay, my daughter. No, you said it about the temperature, and I think it was so my daughter had a high temperature. She had a viral infection, and I used the peppermint down her spine, and that really did help. With a carrier oil, because the peppermint's quite strong, so you all get to smell it on Sunday. And when I placed it on her spine, it helped to cool her down. Because that's the benefits of peppermint; it can either cool you down or it warms you up. So it really does help. So I use it for my headaches. So if I have any headaches, I'll rub it on my temples and at the back of my neck, and that helps to bring down the tension.
Wow. See, I didn't know that about the spine. See, I put it on the soles of his feet.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that something that's
Yeah, definitely for the feet, especially for children, because of the feet being the largest pores. So it helps to be absorbed better with the oils. So I
love it when I learn something new. I did not know that.
It is. It's the largest pore. So the feet is really good to help it get absorbed. So adults and children, the feet is really good to place. So at nighttime, we'll probably use an oil called, we'll use frankincense. I'm not going to go into some of the blends, but I'll stick to the singles. Frankincense at the bottom of the feet, or as I think Carley said, with the frankincense. Yeah, with the frankincense, I use that and 1 drop underneath my tongue in the evenings. And that really does help. And I had sinus issues, and that really did help with the sinusitis. So I don't get the headaches anymore when it comes to sinus issues. What else could I tell you? Stomach ache. No, I'll tell you one about constipation. So as a young boy, he had constipation, and we used Sharon, that's on the call. She's going to be there on Sunday. She's my partner. And we gave the young boy peppermint. Peppermint
right. So we use peppermint, don't
that
we?
really helped him to go. Yeah. He went 3 times and he couldn't go at all. And his mummy was like, "Oh, thank you." So
that knowledge is really useful, because we get a lot of clients that come with gut issues. And just knowing that you can also use peppermint, because we use it as a herb a lot of the time, mostly in teas, but being more, well versed through what you're going to teach us with essential oils, we'll be able to point them in some other directions as well. So that's amazing.
Definitely.
And a lot of them. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, to add on to that, using any of the mints. So as a reflexologist, again, Shirlene, I have people that come to me that, let's say, they're constipated, or they've got digestive issues. So I not only use any of the mints on the base of their feet whilst doing reflexology, but then I also teach them how to do a colon massage using the mints, mixed with carrier oil, obviously. And within half an hour, same thing. I get a message saying, "I've emptied the bin." Like, yeah, fine.
Being as we're on mints, I've got a product which has got like 2 different mints in and eucalyptus, and it's really, really good for your skin and for your hair, and just for cooling you down, or warming you up, just like you said.
I was going to add to that, Shai, and say, is there essential oils for hair growth?
There are. Clary sage, clove, nutmeg, orange, oregano, rosemary, all of them. They're great for hair growth.
Yeah,
quite a few.
Isn't it the case though, Shirley, with things like clary sage, you have to be really, really careful.
Yeah.
Clary sage has a lot of contraindications with it.
Definitely have to give with all of them. Research first.
Yeah, definitely.
Or just talk to Shirley.
It's one of them to be watched out for pregnant ladies as well. So it was something that I used during the very end of my labour, because I was trying to get it kick-started. Eventually, I just left it because he was going to come when he was ready. But one of the contraindications, or one of the issues you do have to remember, is being pregnant, because it can bring on labour. So that's something that you've got to watch out for. So there are some things that, like you said, we do have to do that research first, not just think that because it's natural that we can just take surplus amounts of it, because the natural stuff is the potent stuff sometimes, and
very
can have interactions.
Yeah, very strong.
It is.
Yeah. So Sharon's just said, just be aware that most oils on the market are not safe for ingestion.
Right.
So it's true. Not everything is created equal, and you can't be taking all of them, because most of them are not that kind of grade.
It's quite sad, to be honest. It's quite shocking and sad, because people don't know. They think that they're buying good oils, especially because it says pure on it, but there's no regulating body to say that it
kind of ruins it, doesn't it, for people?
It does.
Because especially with the way that things are at the moment, people want affordable, cheap products. And you go into Google, you type in lavender oil, and one might pop up for $1.99. But you've got to be very cautious of where it is you source, that the manufacturers are sourcing these things from. And we realised that with, I think it was mentioned with salt as well. Somebody actually mentioned it when we did the live talking about salt, actually. Things like that, you've really got to be careful where you're getting it from, just due to the toxins. And where these things are sourced, because they're not always sourced by people who care about their uses and their health. It can be a lot of profit-driven industries that are distributing these things, and you're right, they're definitely not fit for consumption. I know that there's some Himalayan salts out there that I definitely wouldn't put in my cooking anyway.
Or even in the bath to be absorbed through the skin.
The toxins.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So
totally.
essential oils, is there a comment on there?
Yeah, sorry. I've got Okay, so John says we can only confidently say internal use for doTERRA range. Yeah, I haven't heard, although I have to say I used to be, I don't do it anymore, a Neal's Yard representative. And they are organic and they can be, some of them, like the frankincense, you can take internally. But again, I'm not an aromatherapist and I don't do Neal's Yard anymore. So doTERRA is my go-to.
I used to get the Young Living.
Oh,
yes. But purely because of time, I couldn't keep up with it. But Young Living and doTERRA, they're very similar, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They are similar.
Yeah.
They are really different.
The oils.
Sorry.
No, you go.
Oh, the really difference was with them, they have all their oils manufactured, distilled in one place in Utah, whereas with doTERRA, they actually source it from different places around the world, because each plant has their own type of habitat where they will thrive better and give off that therapeutic side of providing that health benefit for us. So they actually provide like frankincense, Somalia, and say that again, Shai.
Sorry, it makes sense to get the essential oils from where they derive.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? From the country they come from.
Yeah, where the best. Where the best situated, where they can best provide.
Yeah.
And the soil is good and the heat and all of that stuff.
I do have a question.
So just one more comment
let's have Sean's comments.
He just says, there are lots of herbs that you have to be wary of if you are pregnant. Another one, Himalayan pink salt is the best source from Himalayan foothills and not from Pakistan or Bangladesh, as they have radiation traces.
I never thought about that, to be honest, because I just buy mine. And I should really think of it like essential oils, really. You need to know where you're getting them from. Yeah.
Research is paramount.
Anything.
Especially doing thorough research as well, because I kind of used myself as a guinea pig when I was pregnant. And my herbs were absolutely fantastic and kept me going, still keeping me going now. Goodness knows how. It's the herbs. That's the only thing it can be accounted to. But I found that some of the herbs that I was actually researching, because it's herbal medicine and we're working with pregnant women, there's not been hardly any research actually done because it's unethical, right? But when you actually look at the tests that have been done, that they've conducted on animals, for example, some of the information I found was quite contradictory. So there's some herbs, for example, I won't mention any today, but they'll say that you can't take them because it can cause miscarriage. Now, when you actually look at the studies, rather than just what X, Y, and Z blog has said, if you actually go to the scientific studies, it will tell you why. Well, it won't tell you why, but you'll be able to work out why it can suggest that it can cause miscarriage. Now, a lot of them, it's because it will say high doses of this herb. It's got to be something like 6 grams plus in one go over a consecutive amount of days could cause diarrhea. Now, that's kind of obvious. If you're going to be taking a lot of something, it does tend to make you go to the toilet. And because the way the womb is situated around that area, it could potentially trigger uterine contractions. So it's not that the herb is dangerous for taking in pregnancy. And I don't know anybody that would want to take 6 grams of something every day during the pregnancy. So with a lot of the times, that's why I've gone ahead and taken the herbs, because I'm thinking, well, if it's a case of just causing stomach upset and giving you a bit of diarrhea, if you're going to take it in a lot lower dosage, you know, don't nobody go and rush off and take herbs being pregnant just because I've said this. But common sense would kind of tell us sometimes as well that if something disagrees with you, not to take more of it. So that's kind of, you know, I took it on that kind of basis. And I took herbs that I was used to as well. So I wouldn't recommend somebody going to take herbs or essential oils for that matter and start them in pregnancy if you've never taken them before, because you just don't know how your body's going to react.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Truly, definitely.
So, sis, what other kind of aromatherapy oils do you use in your products?
All the ones I mentioned, want me to mention them again? So I use clove, clary sage, spearmint, peppermint, geranium, chamomile, Roman chamomile, frangipani.
It does. I thought the same.
My daughter says it how you shouldn't say it every time she looks at the bottle. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what she thinks of?
Goodness gracious.
Right, stop it.
Sorry, that was me.
We were thinking it, you just said it.
What else? Jasmine as well, orange, lime, fruit, lemon.
I want to come and get my hair done now, Shai. Come out smelling of all these essential oils.
Yeah, it always smells pretty in here. Just pretty.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah. So there's just sometimes it just depends on the mood. I might just say to a customer, oh, I'm using Nubian Twist today. A Nubian Twist is one with geranium.
Is that the lime one?
It's the geranium one, and it like the smell of it is just uplifting. It just makes you.
What's the lime one that we used in Cambodia, sis?
That's citrus punch. Nubian citrus punch, and that's got the citruses in it. And
wow,
there are contraindications to that though. Remember that.
As your magic water
on the label.
Has your magic water got essential oils in? I was thinking about that today as I was spritzing my hair with just dry water, and I was like, I could really do with Shai's magic water right now.
So the magic water has got orange and lavender in it. Those two essential oils. It's really nice.
So you know, like when we was mentioning the other day, Danielle, that I really don't like chamomile, right? I don't like the smell, I don't like the taste, I don't like chamomile. I used to be the same with lavender. Lavender for me is like,
yeah, I remember you saying lavender. Actually.
And a client of mine bought me a lavender and lemon candle, and I was like, oh, thanks. Do you know when I lit it, the combination of lavender and lemon?
Yeah, when it's mixed, it's nice.
Yeah, sometimes they complement each other.
Lavender and orange. Straight away I went, ooh, lavender. Oh, but maybe because it's got orange.
Orange is nice.
Do you know, it does change because the essential oils we use in our salts, when I'm making them up, sometimes the herbs can kind of cancel it out and create this whole new scent. And I'm like, ooh, that's kind of nice. Or, oh, that doesn't work so well. Normally, when I put something like ylang ylang in there, it makes the smell, it kind of throws it off a bit. Yes, you don't like that either, do you?
You don't, do you? I love that. I love ylang ylang.
Ylang ylang, it gives me the worst headache.
I remember you saying, because I was sure I was going to give you a butter.
Yeah.
And
it was like, I literally, ylang ylang, can't do it. Yeah. I remember I was interviewing a massage therapist once, bless her, and she'd got all the couch pretty and set out, and she'd sprinkled ylang ylang all over the couch. So I've got on the couch, and I've gone, whoa!
I think I did that, didn't I, when the apothecary absolutely stank of one of the smelly herbs, and you gave me a diffuser, and I didn't have much to put in it, and I was like, oh, the ylang ylang smells quite nice. Put that in, gassed the entire room out of ylang ylang, and Carley walks in, she's like, oh my gosh, put it in a worse essential oil to put in it. I had to crack the window.
Is there any oils that you don't like working with, Shirley? And have you got your personal favourites?
You know what? I don't, they're all, I just love them all. The lemongrass and the wild orange. Ylang ylang is very nice. And it's actually an aphrodisiac as well.
I know this is why I don't like it.
I was about to say, Carley, that might be a reason to like it.
It's lovely.
What do you mean? Why you
I
don't
don't
like
need any
it?
encouragement, Shirley.
Everybody needs to know this.
But no, I love them all. I do love my oil. I'm just trying to think if oregano is very strong, so I'm not very of oregano.
See, and people hear these things like oregano, and you think, oh, I cook with that, but people don't realise that it's an actual health herb that you can use for health benefits.
Good for you.
It's
It is
so powerful. Oregano is
Good.
so powerful.
Good for fibroids.
a natural antibiotic.
Good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Brilliant.
It's
Nature's
brilliant.
just wonderful. I love it.
It is.
Same here.
Have we got any questions from our viewers? We've got a few of you on there now, so we welcome you. Thank you for joining us on Wellness Talks. If you have any comments, any questions, please do pop them in. We are talking everything aromatherapy this evening because we've got the fabulous Shirlene with us, and she's an aromatherapist. What's your official title, Shirlene?
Okay, so I'm not an aromatherapist per se, but
right.
I don't even know how to describe it. So I did a degree in health and wellbeing, nutritional science. Then I went on to do a herbal diploma. Then I went on to do an essential oil specialist, and then I went to do an aroma touch instructor.
Ooh.
So all those.
I'm going to call you.
I'm thinking of a name.
I'm thinking of it.
I haven't got one.
A master mixologist.
Yeah, I love it.
So we have a question. I have very bad anxiety. Any oils to help with this?
Mine
please?
was bad. Very bad, actually. So bad that I ended up in hospital thinking that something was wrong with me.
Really?
Yeah, I ended up knocking on my neighbor's door. Even another lady that I know, she did the same thing, running down the street screaming, thinking, because, you know, with anxiety and panic attacks and the heart, and then you think something's wrong with you. So what I do, if it ever comes to that again, what I do is get some, there's an oil called Balance. This is a mixed, but then lavender is really nice. Frankincense help with anxiety, and peppermint. That one is really good because it's like uplifting, but also the wild orange. So like the citrus oils, the mint oils, those are really uplifting oils to help with anxiety, depression.
I'm really glad you said lavender.
I definitely work with both of those.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, because it's the one we use for Beat the Blues as well.
Yes.
So for anxiety and stress and depression, we use lavender essential oils for that, for those salts, and it is great for lifting the mood. Fantastic.
It is.
And two you mentioned there would be my go-to if I'm working with a client physically, would be frankincense and orange.
Yeah, you see, so it's really good. So what I do, sorry.
No, go on.
No, you carry on, and then we'll fetch Em's next question in because she's just rinsing it out right now.
So the workshop that I'm going to do in April, that one is actually called I Am Mentally Magnificent. So it's oils that will help with your mental health.
Whoa. Hold up. I am mentally magnificent.
I am mentally magnificent. So that's a class.
That's a mantra.
Yeah.
That's a morning mantra.
Definitely.
Yeah. So that's what it's going to be called in April, using oils that's going to help when it comes to mental health. So that's that one. And then the next one in May is The Greatest You, looking after yourself and self-care. And then the one after that is about green cleaning, products to use within your home to reduce toxicity. And then the other one, which will be July, would be Nature's Medicine Cabinet. So oils that will help in terms of medicine. Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to your demonstration and incorporating some more of these, because is there anything essential oil wise to calm down children? That's something a lot of mummies want to know.
Like catnip.
Will that not send them crazy? because the cat goes crazy for catnip.
Oh yeah. Catnip is yeah, that's a different one, isn't it?
What can I give them to make them sleep? Tell me.
There is.
Oh,
We're taking it back to yard now, Carly.
But the oil.
But yeah, are there essential oils to help hyperactivity?
Oh yeah,
asking for a friend.
Definitely, it's vetiver. Vetiver is really good. And
what was that one?
Vetiver.
Vetiver. I've not heard of that one.
Vetiver. Vetiver.
Yeah, I've wrote that down straight away.
And the lavender will be good. And lavender vetiver. There is a blend. This will help them to go to sleep in a diffuser called Serenity. That's a mix with lavender and
and is that one of your products?
Yeah. Yeah, so
fantastic.
They have
I think a lot of people will be beneficial from that one, Serenity, because a lot of people struggle with going to sleep and staying asleep as well.
Definitely.
They do quite a few products when it comes to sleep. So frankincense mixed with lavender in the diffuser, that's excellent for insomnia. And when you diffuse it, because what frankincense does, I can't remember the name of it, but it empowers the actual whatever oil is paired with it. It empowers it by 10 times more. So
wow.
Yeah, when you mix it with frankincense and essential oil, it's really good.
Yeah,
really, really good. So there is blends, but I'll bring some of these.
I can see Shai's pixelating. It might just be you.
Just you, lady.
Just me. I can see it. Am I coming back?
Yes.
You want amber?
But yeah, those two. That's amazing. I didn't know that about frankincense.
Yeah, it's really good. Frankincense, we call frankincense the king and lavender the queen. So when we do like our classes, a part of the academy, we do educational classes on essential oils. So
yeah,
we talk about frankincense being the king, lavender being the queen. So when we do research on certain ailments such as stress or obesity, those two always come up majority of the time. So they've got their name, Uncle Frank, and then Queenie Lavender.
Oh, perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
So another question. What's good for kidney health? Which oils would you recommend for kidney health?
For the kidneys, because when it comes to certain issues, especially when it comes to the kidneys, because that's like the filtration type of organ, it's good to know the reason why in terms of what's the issue, if that makes any sense. Yeah. So what's the issue in terms of the kidneys? But when it comes to that, you can use oils such as you want detoxing type of herbs, like not herbs, oils like lemon.
Yeah.
That helps to cleanse the kidneys or the liver. You want oils such as I'm trying to think of other oils that we have.
Yeah.
The frankincense again.
Yeah. That's amazing, because we do a lot of detoxing, Shirlene. And I was going to ask that question next, actually. Are there essential oils that can help with detoxing? And of course, lemon.
Yeah,
because
lemon.
It's encouraged to drink lemon water in the morning, isn't it? And can you do that with the essential oil with lemon as well in water? If it's obviously food grade edible rather than actual lemons with hot water.
You can, because what I talk about when I do the classes with the lemon, people squeeze it, but then they find after a while that their teeth become sensitive because of the acidity. And so, but with the oil, it's better because it's from the rind, so it's not acidic and it's alkaline, and then you can just drink it in water and it won't upset your teeth.
You don't need much. You don't need much of the oil in
no, literally, drink. When you smell it, you need one drop.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, I was going to say how much essential oil is needed.
Yeah,
because I once put too much peppermint in my bath, and I had to get out. because I felt
Sorry
so
for you,
cold.
Granny, doing that.
I was freezing. I felt
Yeah.
so cold. And this was when I was in labour. So it was the birthing pool, unfortunately. And I had to empty the whole lot out and refill it. And I didn't think I put that much in it, but it made my skin feel so cold. And I thought, I can't birth a baby into this water. It's just, no.
Yeah, that's what happens with peppermint. So I like to get in the summer, spray some peppermint on me just to cool me down. So, you know, when it was like really hot, like last year, was it the year before, was like in 40 degrees?
Yeah.
I just sprayed some peppermint on me just to cool me, because it really just cool me down.
Oh, you're giving me ideas now, Shirley. I'm going to be doing that this summer in clinic, Carly, because it got very hot, didn't it, upstairs?
Yeah.
Also, insect repellent, Shirley, which essential oils would you say to keep them insects away?
Peppermint. Again. Peppermint's really good. Yeah. They don't like ants and spiders. They don't like peppermint.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like.
So we can just spray that all over the place to keep the spiders out the way.
Yeah, but then it can uplift you at the same time.
Yeah, it smells nice.
Would you mix a peppermint with, say, one of the citruses like citronella?
Yeah, you can, because they don't like citronella either.
Yeah, mosquitoes don't like citronella.
Citrus things, they cause issues with bugs, don't they?
Yeah,
they don't like citronella, but there is a blend actually that they do, and that's got citronella in there and lemongrass and some other oils that I can't remember. But they've got a blend called Terra Shield. And that one they don't like that. So I made a product for somebody who was going to, where was she going? I don't know, Kenya or Zambia, I think she was going. And she always gets bitten by mosquitoes. So I made it for her, and she only got bitten once out of the whole time that she was there.
That's amazing.
Mosquitoes. Yeah. Really, really good.
Is tea tree good?
Native pharmacy, right?
Say it again.
Is tea tree any good for insect repellent?
Tea tree.
Because I was just thinking, looking back to a holiday that I went on, and my cream, I think it was. See, I don't like using sunblock, so I just used aloe vera, but it had tea tree in it, and I was the only one that didn't get bit by bugs when we were abroad. Yeah,
probably because tea tree is like anti everything with tea tree, so more than likely, definitely.
Yeah, they didn't like the taste of me, obviously.
I have to say, people, if you go out and get a tea tree, be very, very careful that you do get a good quality tea tree, because tea tree is very stringent and it strips everything. I remember a client coming to me going, "Oh, I cleanse my face with tea tree," and I'm just like, wow. And she literally burnt herself because she'd been advised that it's really good for like acne, and I'm like,
I did that as a teen.
Don't
remember that all too well. I had a burnt upper lip for a long time.
Bless you.
Right. I didn't realise essential oils were that useful. They're amazing.
They're very potent, powerful stuff.
I love
very much.
Potent, powerful stuff. It just depends on what you get and where you get it from. That's the only thing.
Yeah. So they're the main pointers. Make sure you do your research and into where they're coming from, basically. And any other pointers for people, because I'm sure people are going to want to rush out and buy essential oils now, because I'm wanting to. If you hear the alarm go off at the clinic, Carly, it's me.
They just need to link Shirley for these essential oils.
They do.
I was going to say, Shirley, how do people get hold of you? Obviously, we do have your website coming up just there, www.natureslight.org. Do you have any other social media kind of tags that
I do? I'm on Instagram, natureslight_oils. So I'm on Instagram as well. Not really Facebook, more Instagram, and then the website. I'll be on there. And
okay. And how do people find out about your courses and the workshops that you're doing?
Well, if they're not coming on Sunday, which is a shame, because I will have the flyers and stuff there.
Hey, I like that.
If they're not there,
you can
contact me. I haven't put it on the website as yet, but they can just contact me and then I can share with them the days and the courses. But also with the oils, if they do come through myself, then they can come through to the academy where they'll get more educational classes and stuff for free. So
perfect. So nice. And I, for one, and I'm sure both of my mastermind sisters are of the same ilk, we would love to have you back on the show to talk about more specific, in particular, what I can clean the house with.
That's fine. I'll be happy to come on.
Fantastic.
Perfect.
I'll be happy to
very informative live.
Yeah, I'll be happy to come on.
I know, I need to know how to make some products. That's what I'm looking forward to on Sunday as well, to see what kind of carrier oils are best, because I kind of just tend to use coconut oil for everything, but I'm sure there's other oils that can be potentially better, and that are better for specific essential oils as well to carry them in.
Yeah, definitely. There is.
So be there or be square, people. Oh no, we've sold out.
They can't.
Oh no, we've sold out. I've just remembered. But we are going to do some more in the future, aren't we? Our masterminds are at work at the moment, as we've been speaking about our next event, which is going to be bigger and better. There's always room for growth, but we are looking forward to this one on Sunday. So if you are there, we cannot wait to share this information with you. All of our vendors, they've got some super knowledge to bring to the table that we're going to share with you all.
100%.
I look forward to it.
Thank you for joining us tonight, Charlene, and we look forward to seeing you
definitely
on Sunday.
Look forward to seeing you all
with my notepad.
Yeah, I'm bringing a new notepad just to come on Sunday to lap up all of the knowledge.
Yes, there's so much knowledge in that building. The energy is just going to be on a high.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Right.
So one more comment just before we jump off, ladies. I believe it's from again. Yep. Bring them all on Sunday. Bring all you've got. So I think she's talking about all of your oils. Sounds like you're gonna sell.
Well, okay, they got hundreds of oils, about over 100 oils. They got loads. Yeah, but the ones I'm bringing are actually in sets. Because they help 90 to 95% of issues that we hear about every day, like tummy ache, toothache. So they actually come together.
That makes
oils,
sense.
So I'm actually bringing those sets.
And I guess if people are interested in other ones, then they can go to your website, they can ask you for specifics, and they can order directly, can't you? Rather than, it's the same with Danielle and myself, we're not fetching the entire apothecary because otherwise it will be just too much. But we're fetching a selection and the boxes, and once Danielle spoke to them, and if you want a quick chat with her, she can tell you exactly what you need, and we put you over to the website.
Excellent. Makes more sense.
That's same here, just a selection, not everything.
Your quadrant. Is it the quadrant?
It is.
The quadrant.
I've really just been a quadrant.
I look forward to it, ladies. It's going to be super.
So do I.
Yeah, it is. Can't wait.
Thank you for hosting this evening.
Thank you. My first time. Hopefully, I've fulfilled my role, but it's always a learning curve, and I'm sure Carley will push me into this much more, because we were only speaking today about I need to be more with the people instead of hiding.
You'll get there.
So yes, thank you guys.
Well, that means that on our next live, it's Shai's turn.
I was going to say, do not leave Shai out of this and put me in the spotlight, please.
I would love that. I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to it, Shai.
We might be going longer than an hour, though. Just saying.
Excellent. Well, we will be back next week with you guys to share some more juicy information. Please do share with us throughout the week as well if there's any topics that you would like us to cover. Obviously, we've got a surplus of information that we can actually cover in these lives. But if we're doing it for the people as well, So if you do have any issues that you want to raise, or any topics that you want discussing further and just hearing, just to pick our brains really and see what we know on the subject, please either message us or you can comment on one of our posts, because we will be posting some memes out this week with information on, you know, the kind of things that we could cover. Maybe do a poll or something, perhaps.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So we will be here next week, same time, same place.
We will.
See you later, guys.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you.
Good